How about this for an intro? Children, look at this one. Oh my god. Hello, I'm walking over the computer and jump down to talk about sentence variants. What are those? Basic, simple, compound, and complex sentences. We have started talking about these things before, but now we'll talk more about variants. How basic, simple, compound, and complex sentences work. This is a very quick one. My expectations from you is to be able to do these. Once you're past high school and into university, you'll move away from using basic and simple sentences in your scientific writing. But the compound and the complex will be more prevalent then. But if we look at what requires to get an A, sometimes the sentences are wrong and they're basic and simple. And for comedic effect and other effects that you want to achieve when you're writing, if you mix it up, it becomes sort of, mixed up instead of just standing in the same place. Jesus Christ. The basic sentence is the best stripped down kind of a sentence. It usually has one subject, one verb, sometimes an object. The cat sleeps. Cat is a subject, predicate is a verb, the cat sleeps. I ran. It's not a country, it's I ran. Right? And the simple sentence has one independent clause, one complete thought, but it can include more details than a basic sentence, like adjectives, adverbs, or prepositional phrases. For example, the black cat sleeps on the sofa. I ran to the store with my friend. And now we're getting it, right? Here's our first example. If you look through the video lectures, we will see that this one is what? Helping this one to explain more things. But it's still one clause, but they're written together. I ran to the store with my friend. Doesn't need to be a full stop here. We can add more things in the future, which we will look at next slide, which talks about what? A compound sentence. A compound sentence has two or more independent clauses, joined by a coordinating conjunction. A WH clause, many different words, for and, but, or, la la la, or a semicolon. The cat slept on the sofa and the dog watched from the floor. The cat slept on the sofa, which made the dog very sleepy. And then we have a WH clause instead of coordinating conjunctions. So you gotta practice, not these, you gotta practice more advanced things, because we will come to that later. With what? A complex sentence, and that's the final one, has one independent clause plus one or more dependent subordinate clauses. And they are dependent, and they begin with words like because, when, although, if, that, that. You see, WH clause. WH clause. Functions like a WH clause. Doesn't function directly like a WH clause. Coordinating conjunction. Although, the cat sleeps on the sofa because it is warm. Children are suffering in the world because people are taking their candy. Yeah? These are things you need to practice. You can practice them just alone. And type, so it retains in your memory. So please, take some time and say, hey, let's practice writing some sentences, because this lecture was very tiny and short, just like me, your teacher. Ain't that so? Now I gotta pause it and enter the password. No, I don't! Oh my god, it's still... I didn't have to log in. Miracles.